Welcome back to another post-patch Maya video, and today I've got a new build playing with. This is definitely not finalized at this point. There's definitely some things I'm looking at tweaking, but to give you a quick look at it, here is the build. Now you can see in the Cataclysm tree I skipped Chain Reaction, Flicker, and Immolate. Chain Reaction doesn't work with a slow hand, and I have 4 slow hands in this build. Immolate doesn't work with a slow hand, so I'm going pure Elemental in the Cataclysm tree, which is something I haven't really ever done since maybe I was in normal mode and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. In the Harmony tree, I'm not going too deep there because I have 4 slow hands again, and they are Moxie Guns. I do have Sweet Release and Wreck there, both boosted by the legendary Binder Com, as you can see, because Mind's Eye also doesn't work with the slow hands, so my choices are kind of made for me by using 4 slow hands. I do have my 2 co-op skills, 1 point each. And then looking at the motion tree, I skipped Ward for Inertia. I just went with Accelerate because the slow hand also kind of made that choice, since it should keep me alive, but also it has slow bullet speed. And then 10 out of 5 Suspension because the Binder Com, and I want to do a lot of subsequence with this. I'm going to skip by Kinetic Reflection for now. Converge is obvious, Inertia for survival, and I have the Bandit Grip on my slow hands. So that means I want some more reload speed, so Inertia will help with that as well as keeping me alive. Quicken for more cooldown and subsequence. Now, I had 2 points left over, and I just threw them into Kinetic Reflection because I kind of just tossed them in there for now. I'm going to play with those 2 points, see if they make sense anywhere. Or, you know, I could peel 1 point out of the Cataclysm tree. I have 1 extra point in there to get to Rune, to give me 3 points to put somewhere. But even 3 points somewhere. Maybe 3 points in Ward if Kinetic Reflection doesn't help out. So it's pretty much between Ward and Kinetic Reflection. So the whole idea of this build, I should show my gear. Again, 4 slow hands, 1 in each element. I'm gonna have to remember which slots they all are in. So that's Shock, Slag, Downfire. The Blockade, I'm playing around with maybe doing something with the Transformer on there, but there's another Transformer slow hand thing I might do. And I have more than just Shock. So Stormfront, more for that area of effect, just obliterate enemies with subsequence hitting down on them. Bone of the Ancients, I'm going to switch this to proper element to the map. At first I was like, I'll just keep it on Corrosive for Cloud Kill, but I have so many fire skills, I'm just going to match whatever to the enemy. I tried running this just with a Shock and a Slag slow hand, but when I hit to the big enemies I could tell the difference. And then the Binder Com, so yeah. So I'm going to phase lock these guys. And they all die. So that's kind of the idea of this. It's almost like a chain reaction build. Moves it down a Slag. So you can see here, you just go around, pick up those enemies. God, I hate this guy. Oh. And there's more enemies now. So this is that, once again, the AOE effect. I got Cloud Kill, I have Storm Fronts. Backdraft went off there. If there were enemies close to me, I would have healed off that. Sometimes I hate this part of this map. Yep. All these enemies are getting spawned now. See if they'll come to me. I don't want to spawn this boss here with these guys. Oh, it's working. They're all dying. Okay. This is when I hate subsequence. It just bounces around and I have to wait for it to come back. Or I'd rather just have it up right away. So I'm going to let phase lock come back before I get these guys.
Explosives!
And that was kind of a joke. And I should fill back up with grenades here just fine. Yeah, so it's kind of a anti-chain reaction, just everything dies real fast build. It can be a little heavy on the ammo. Oh crap. And even more crap. That's embarrassing. I completely lost where I was there. And I'm pretty sure I would have got it on a fight for my life, but whatever, I'll keep going. And since I'm here, I'll buy ammo. That really sucked. Amateur mistakes, I guess, are still made this far into the game. It's been a while since I fell into that pit.
Enough.
And he should choke to death. Go here and hit these ammo chests before I move on and stay away from falling in that goddamn pit again. I almost hit stop recording there and started the run over, but whatever. Mistakes can happen. I'm not above them. But it's those times where you see Oni where it kind of misses a little bit of that ability to crit.
Bye now.
And right there I was pretty sure phase lock would finish him off, which it did. And that's a nice thing with things like Helios, because with subsequence, a lot of times the enemies are already slagged. And that's sometimes the weakness of... Let's see if I can blow up these barrels. Yes, I did. The weakness of Helios is it comes... Oh, that was stupid. So Helios comes in before Ruin, which means it doesn't always get slag. Does that guy have a good shotgun, or is that my storm front? So I'm barely even having to switch over to my Slag slow hand here. Keep the storm fronts for the bosses as much as possible. Target this door. You can just see how fast that entire group just melts with the grouping up, the slow hand, the cloud kill. Just all those skills combined. There we go. Where is that nomad? And he should die to the dots. Maybe not. Okay. That was the nice thing about the slow hand. It does not care about those shields that much, since it's pure splash. So it's kind of fun just going around everything. I ran this with a couple of friends the other night in the Hyperion Slaughter Dome, and it worked pretty well in there. Other than the fact with ultimate badass loaders and constructors are a little weak on, but I was just using the shock and slag like I said earlier, and I didn't have a corrosive one, so that's when I decided to just go and get all the elements and do it that way. Originally I was thinking just let Cloudkill kill things.
Gotcha.
And just use the shock and slag one to make sure they're slagged if I need it as replacement to scorn, and shock to break the shields, which, you know, is obviously the weakness of Cloudkill, since its corrosive is very weak to shields. A lot of people, when Cloudkill came out, they were thinking infection, but that I don't like the idea of the infection because it's just another corrosive thing. I wanted to play to help Cloudkill, and that's why I was thinking of a shock and slag slow hand to make up for Cloudkill's weaknesses and do a build around that. And then I just realized it's better just to match elements, period. Gotta love inertia. Oh crap, a UBA? Alright, so I'm just gonna back up here. Those guys never spawn in here. That's crazy. And also, I don't typically go subsequences, you guys know, or you should know if you're a regular watcher of mine. So, the thought of doing a pure subsequence build on top of all this stuff kind of appealed to me. Alright. Ah, shit. I was hoping to have more grenades for this. Yep. So, if you wanted proof that this build works, I think that was it there. Just absolutely wrecked those guys. And like I said, by doing that, it kind of feels like a chain reaction build without the chain reaction. And it doesn't have that wide berth of chain reaction, but chain reaction mainly works really good up close like that, not at great lengths as well. So it takes time for that bullet to travel and so forth. So, yeah, I think it's kind of a fun little build. Like I said, I'm playing around with the shield. I might be able to do something with the transformer and focus more on the shock one, at least when enemies are close. But I never killed myself with a slow hand, so as long as you're aware of the minimum distance. Part of me still wants the Quasar to group enemies better for the slow hand, but at the same point, I use the Quasar so much in my other builds. The Stormfront works really nice with this with subsequence, so I might stick with the Stormfront. But it's really kind of the blockade. Is there a better shield for this? That makes a little bit more sense. And, you know, maybe a speedy shield for the fact that I don't have ward. Get something with a really quick cooldown, or maybe even a blockade with a quicker cooldown without ward would make more sense on this. I guess the other things, you know, is there a better relic? Probably not better than the bone. So it's really this that's up in the air. And yeah, I'll play with that, and then I'm also going to play with these 2 points, as well as do I pull a single point out of something like Blight Pheonix. I only need 4 points in this to get down to Rune. So is there a better place to put those 3 points? Would Ward be better than Kinetic Reflection if you're not going full Kinetic Reflection? I don't know how much 2 points or 3 points in either one of these is helping me. So that's, like I said, up in the air. I could make this a Thought Lock build, but Cloudkill won't go off on the Thought Locked target. but Thought Lock will give me more subsequence, so maybe I'll try this with Thought Lock. It's probably not a terrible idea since the AOE will generally hit enough enemies in that area, it will proc one of them with Cloud Kill. I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.